Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into Fortress Wars, one of the most exciting and rewarding events in War and Order. It's a team-based event that offers amazing items for castle development through the Night Shop. Fortress Wars happens every 2 weeks on Thursdays with 8 battles per season. Make sure you're part of your alliance at least 7 days before the season ends, especially if you plan to jump or defend during Void War. To join, your alliance must meet a minimum total battle power. In our case, that's 800 million. Also, unlike Elite Wars where you can send one march, here you can send 3 marchers at a time. Victory is all about holding fortresses to earn alliance points. There are 5 fortress levels. The higher the level, the more territory points and scrolls per minute you earn. Level 1 equals 10 scrolls per minute, level 5 equals 200 scrolls per minute. These scrolls are key. You'll use them to get buffs and speed ups, and they help keep the event budget friendly. Now, tip number 1. Since we already established the importance of having one commander in the Elite Wars guide, I won't go into details on that one. But Fortress Wars is much more dynamic, and since you can send 3 marches at a time, it can get a bit chaotic as well. Sometimes one person may not be enough to keep an eye on everything, so you could have 2 more people assigned to watch a certain portion of the map each. Only they should be sharing the strongholds that need reinforcements, for example. Tip number 2. Discipline is way more important on this one, especially since all the communication has to happen in the Alliance chat itself. Only the commander and the assigned people, if any, should be sharing targets. One good thing is that you can share the location of a stronghold, just like you share castles normally in the world map. And in order to make sure that you will get the option to press the reinforce or attack buttons and not keep going into the battle preview, make sure to click on the shared target from the Alliance chat. And this is something to be careful about when there is already a battle going on at the desired target. Tip number 3 is to avoid chasing individual points. You can easily obtain all 10 levels of individual rewards and help ensure that your alliance performs at its best by working together rather than running around on your own and potentially disrupting any plans the commander may have to win. On that note, I want to emphasize that the scrolls you receive do not depend on the amount of damage you deal. The individual rewards are fixed, and the only other source of scrolls comes from the various strongholds as long as your alliance occupies them. Tip number 4. Make sure that you bring all your troops home before starting the event. And just like Elite Wars, the march speed in Fortress War doesn't depend on gear, but again on the base speed of your troops. I hear that using Hunting Expedition worked for some, but only in the beginning when you're attacking the strongholds occupied by the NPC itself. But it's really not going to change anything in the long run. So, the March preset which you saved for Elite Wars can be used in Fortress Wars too. The level 5 stronghold at the center gives the most points when you occupy it. However, it's not always necessary to hold it to get rank 1 because you can hold more fortresses than the alliance having the center and just beat them on total points in the end. Even if you are facing C40s, sometimes they won't be enough to stop you. Patience is key, especially when you're facing stronger alliances. Always have a plan. Don't keep on hitting and suiciding against well-organized enemy defenses. Tip number 6. One of the smartest ways to use your scrolls is for speed attacks. Sure, army expansions and attack buffs are helpful, but speed hits can completely change the tide of battle, especially against stronger enemies. When attacking, tap the 50% speed button repeatedly to make sure you arrive fast. There's often lag during Fortress Wars, and arriving late can cost you the fight. Timing is everything. Learn to read the battlefield. If you rush in while the enemy is already shredding your backline, that's just a suicide hit. Train yourself to know when to speed and when to hold back. It's one of the most valuable skills you can develop in this event. Winning Fortress Wars isn't just about power. It's about smart tactics and timing. If your alliance has strong participation, one strategy is to secure the center fortress early with a large force. Then use the rest of your troops to control level 3 and 4 fortresses around the map. Another approach is more patient. Let your scrolls accumulate and conserve your troops early. Then, toward the end of the event, launch a coordinated, full-scale attack to take over enemy strongholds in one big sweep. Key warning, this second tactic only works with fast synchronized attacks. If you're marching too slowly, it won't work, and it can backfire badly. Also, be aware of individual point hunters. These are often big spenders who use gems to speed around the map, attacking anything they see. Don't feed them points. Let them waste their gems chasing empty fortresses until they give up. That's everything you need to get started or improve in Fortress Wars. Whether you're a new player or a veteran, these tips will help your alliance climb the ranks. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, strut that's straight and mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole dress rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got that flair. Every girl in town's got their eyes on his hair. Catzilla!